The giant dinosaur adventure. I'm Nigel Marvin, and I'll be taking you on a tour around this amazing prehistoric landscape. Why not take a moment to look around base camp? Here in the scrubland there are young conifer trees, probably fresh growth after a volcanic eruption. This is a great food source for herbivorous dinosaurs. The dense carnivorous forest is much more mature than the surrounding scrubland. This off-road vehicle can cover ground much quicker than I could walk. This plane can get a bird's eye view of the surrounding area. This is an iguanodont, one of the most common herbivorous dinosaurs in this time. Their kind have existed since the mid-Jurassic and will continue to walk the earth right up until the late Cretaceous, colonizing every single continent from Europe to Antarctica. The name iguanodon literally means chewing teeth, similar to our molars, that enabled them to grind. That over there is Traucosaurus, an abelosaur. Unlike some of its abelosaur relatives elsewhere, Traucosaurus wouldn't have been at the top of the food chain in these parts. Instead, it would have been overshadowed by the Carcharodontosaur Maposaurus, and would have most likely have resorted to scavenging and nest raiding. Its name translates to thunder lizard, quite a fearsome one if you ask me. If you look above, you can see pterosaurs circling in the sky. They'll be looking for a carcass to scavenge. Pterosaurs, like some species of birds, can travel huge distances on the wing in search of food. They remind me of modern-day condors and vultures. Look, that's a Tora venata, a medium-sized carcharodontosaur, a close relative of the apex predator here, Maposaurus. Like its other relatives, Tora venata was equipped with serrated knife-like teeth, perfect for cutting flesh. At this size, it's unlikely Tora venata would have hunted the larger sauropods. It may have preyed on the young ones, though, or hunted smaller herbivores such as the iguanodonts instead. This Lakeside is a great member of the Titanosaur group. I've observed that long neck is a feature found in most sauropods. First, they use it to feed at the tops of trees where no other creatures can reach. The Titanosaur group includes the largest animal ever to have walked the earth. It's the reason we're here in Cretaceous Argentina. The freshwater rivers here run from streams up in the mountains to areas further down the valleys for the food chain here. The fish in the water here is Lufu ichthyes. It's a member of the Ottocephala clade. It has up ahead is a theropod known as gualicho. Some have suggested that gualicho may be synonymous with the Megaraptorun Aeoniraptor, which also lived here. This is a Cathartosaura, a member of the sauropod family known as the Rhybachisaurids. It has a well-muscled neck, but unlike the titanosaurs, the Rhybachisaurids are unable to feed off taller trees. They prefer to browse on lower to mid-level vegetation. Rhybachisaurids are a group of sauropods closely related to the famous Diplodocus from the Jurassic period. This is Limesaurus, a Rhybachisauride sauropod typically found in the Candeleros Formation. Now that we're later on in the timeline of the Earth, here in the Huoncoal Formation ecosystem, Limesaurus are becoming increasingly rare. If you look along its back, you'll notice a steep ridge. This is because Limesaurus had unusually tall neural spines. I can tell you one thing, I wasn't expecting to see this. Right there is a Patagonicus, an Alvarez-saurid theropod. As you can see, it's covered with feathers, reminding me of a modern-day ostrich. In its jaw, Patagonicus has a row of incredibly small, sharp teeth. At just about a metre tall, it's not a threat to us. In fact, it most likely feeds on insects and snacks on other small creatures. Look at that! It must be a Baeomesasuchus. Fossils of this reptile have shown it lived at this point in geological time. With its short snout and powerful legs, it might look more like a dinosaur, but actually it's a type of land crocodile. Just like modern crocodiles, these prehistoric crocs have a bite force that can pack quite a punch. And we'd better not get too close. That's an Aeoniraptor. Despite its name, it's not related to the famous Velociraptor. It's a member of the group Megaraptora. Most theropods evolve shorter arms and use their bite as their main means of tackling prey. But this small theropod is Oviraptor, not to be confused with Oviraptor that lived in Asia. Oviraptor was completely different, much smaller, and was even able to fly. It's closely related to Ruha navis, which was unearthed in Madagascar. Both are members of the group Paraves, a group that also contains use their crushing bite force to kill their prey. Maposaurus teeth were thin and serrated, perfect for slicing through flesh. Maposaurus is a member of the Carcharodontosaurs, a group which scientists believe hunted by inflicting so much damage upon their targets that the victim died by a combination of exhaustion and blood loss. A single Maposaurus may not be able to tackle a fully grown titanosaur, but evidence suggests Maposaurus may have hunted in groups. This is a dried up riverbed. In the wet season this will run with water and may feed into the larger rivers and lakes downstream.